我们今天要玩异度装甲, or as we know it in English, Xenogears. Hi everyone, I think I've made it somewhat on time. I actually looking up something before this stream, and yeah, I'm back from LA. I wasn't gone very long. I went, I went to see Mama Moo, which is like Mama Moo, which is a Korean. Uh, I guess are they a girl group? It's more like a singing and dancing kind of group. I don't know how to explain it. It's not quite like the normal K-pop girl group, which you see typically. Like, they were really good. That was totally worth the time going to LA and eating some good food and seeing some people. Let's see. Someone sent me a message, but I won't be able to reply to that until a bit later. Let's see. But anyway, the other thing is to mention is in news that there's a scientist named Tu Yo-Yo, or I guess they say Yo-Yo 2. I don't know how to say it in English. She was the one who came up with a medicine to help treat malaria. So, hi Illusion, nice to see you. So she recently got a Nobel Prize. Oh, I know, Twitch always says that. I'm obviously live. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks a lot. Hi, Gyo, and of course, Ariel, nice to see you. I'm actually somewhat on time today. I don't know, I was hoping to come just a bit earlier, but we can work on that next time. But yeah, there was a female scientist from China, Tu Yo-Yo, who got it was from, she got it for finding the, what do they call it? Artemisinin, which is like a medicine they use to treat malaria. Help to treat malaria in all parts of the world and reduce deaths from malaria by 50% in Africa, and by everywhere else by a lot. So, yeah, I was just looking at that news just now, and that's really cool. It's really interesting that even finding a treatment like that was able to help so many people. So, I just thought that was really interesting because they're now announcing the Nobel Prizes at the moment. Anyway, I know it's not quite related to Xenogears. It doesn't cure, but I mean, like, if only they had someone to treat mutations. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite work that way in in the land of Xenogears. But anyway, let's see. I've already alerted some people that I'm coming. So last time we had a lot of talking, and from what I've been told today will also be a lot of talking. Though anyway, we should just get started. Alright, so last time, I believe God was being resurrected, or Deus, the God that they've been talking about the whole time. Alright, let's go. Yeah, Zio's on her way, I think. Let's get started. First, we talk to Dr. Uzuki Sitan, or Hyuga. I'm going to fix the colors before anything else. La la la. Okay, the doctor is ready. Got confused when I got the notes, then I remembered today was Monday. Oh no! Well, you haven't missed a whole lot, as you can tell. I've been rattling off about malaria, and then also rattling off about the concert I went to, which is with Mama Moo in LA. I think he's good. I don't think I can give him much of anything else. I guess I could check his gear. Forgot about that he could do that. It does remind me of F9, huh? I think she's good in terms of armor, so, because he still has the... Anyway, I think he's good. Let's go. Let's see what's gonna happen now. Faye jumped in after Ellie. Continue the game, of course. Well, Deus is gonna rise and it's over. Game's over. Oh, no, never mind. God. The interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus, had awakened and its arc, Merkava, was activated. Well, I guess we don't get to see this, but we get to see lots of things. Deus began to absorb one after the other the mutated people. I haven't been the doctor in a while. I haven't used his voice, so hopefully I'm still in practice here. The mutated people, destined to be its parts. while the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it. Oh, hold on, wait, no. Deus began to absorb one after the other the mutated people, destined to be its parts, while the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it. To exterminate us and our civilization, it set into action. I finally beat Ramses Miang. Yeah, I beat them last stream. And then we had to sit through lots and lots of story. Humanity gets to live? Oh no! No, but this is very bad. It set what into action? Set its a plan into action. Or something. The planet's surface was devastated by Merkava and the weapons born from out of it called the Seraph Angels. I guess they're the Seraphim, I guess. The Seraphim would have been a more appropriate thing to say. And Forte, it's nice to see you. Welcome. Oh boy, that's a lot of weapons. I sure would love to see this more animated, but it's okay. Story time will work. What are we gonna do now? While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts had hitherto been lost, along with his gear Weltall, discovered together at the place where Merkava was originally located. We were overjoyed by Faye's return, but it was short-lived. For some reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation. He did not regain consciousness. The people of Shevat and we ourselves feared a relapse of Faye's, Id's power, and had no choice but to put Faye into the Carbonite Freeze. Okay, so we meet Faye. We're treating Faye like Han Solo here. In any case, if any of you who have not seen Star Wars, you'll get that's a Star Wars reference. What, were we gonna bring him out later and then never mind. I don't know what happened to Faye. Why did we ended up freezing him in Carbonite anyway? We were supposed to do that, and then he escaped. Oh, this is the Queen. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shevat fear Faye so much? Even if Graf and its power are comparable. It is not that we fear him. Hi, Dexmonicus. We fear the error we ourselves committed, and now we are simply trying to put a lid on it. The error that you yourselves committed. Shevat instigated a battle 500 years ago to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we became overcome with the lust for power. Fearing the war-torn people's will would no longer be with Shevat, but with the Nissen Mother, and that the people would assemble under Sophia. The Council of Elders of Shevat back then made a deal with Solaris. A deal? Yes. At the time, Solaris, or the Gazo Ministry to be exact. Ah, those old men, eh? Were at odds with a woman who held the real power behind the scenes. Would that happen to have been Miang? Most probably it was. So they were fearing the increasing power of the masses assembled in Nissen. The Gazo Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist, Miang, and promised a division of the Shiva is actually a bunch of hypocrites. Well, no wonder they're kind of not wanting to talk about that part. Or no wonder they say we deserved what we got. Hand over to us their antagonist, Miang, and promise a division of the rulership over the Earth's surface. But in exchange, we had to give them the rebel army that had assembled in Nissen, and also their patron, Sophia. and she was there for all of it. The leaders of Shavat accepted, and it was decided that Nissen would be the location of the final decisive battle with Solaris. Shavat did not participate in that battle, thwarted by the awesome numbers of the... I guess, like, by the overwhelming numbers? I guess awesome numbers would make sense in English? I think what she means is like the overwhelming, the awesome might of somebody. Drinking my green tea. And with their path of retreat cut off, the Nissen rebel army ran out of options and was destroyed. So basically, Shavat didn't lend a hand, and so Nissen got totally wrecked. Caught up in the middle of all this was Lacan, Bart's ancestor Roni, of course Roni Fatima, who we mentioned earlier, myself, and Krelian. You were also there? It was over 9,000. No, I don't know. Yes. Surrounded on all sides, we were prepared to die. So I guess back then she wasn't part of... I guess she was still pitching in. So I guess she was... Rurouni Kenshin. No! Not that. That is not... That Rurouni is a title anyway. It's not his name. And then... the Rebel Forces flagship appeared with Sophia on board. This reminds me a lot of what Ellie had to do to save us earlier, where she gave up herself. So in a way, it was Ellie was doing the same thing that Sophia did. She sacrificed herself so as to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack. Oh, I see. I know that she's Sophia. I'm just saying it's just funny that she repeated the same thing that Sophia had to do. I see what happened. I see how that ended up. I like the old film filter they have on this animated scene here. It's really interesting to hear this music playing over this incident, which was anything but... I guess it's kind of... It's like an explosive scene and we're hearing this music. Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of two men. Let me guess, Lacan and Krelian? Krelian, who followed closely under her as the leader of the Nissen sect's militia, completely lost faith after calling out to a god that would not respond. "I will create God with my own hands," were the last words he uttered before he disappeared. And Lacan, he resented himself for not having the power to do anything while she died in front of him. So he began to search for the legendary power. Oh, so that's what happened. That's how he became Graf. Very interesting. Oftentimes, that's a little bit sad. That's kind of very unfortunate. Legendary power. God's resting place, Mahanan. I'm really thinking, isn't Mahanan mentioned by name in the video? I really think it is, but I haven't seen the opening video in a long time. But anyway, I think the captain actually says this is the ship Mahanan. Oh, hell no. Maybe I have to. Oh, let's just keep reading, sorry. Just thinking about stuff from earlier in the game. God's resting place Mahanan. The source of divine wisdom Raziel. And the animal relics which were created by that very wisdom. Or it's the Eldridge was the name of the ship. Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm just like... my memory isn't completely great. Because in this too, you can't see the opening video. besides these, there is one more legend. And that is